Hey Bruno, I wanted to make a quick video just to go over the other aspects of this Excel sheet. I know that we went over this. This is the one we went over when we spoke. The just straight trade breakdown, entry price, entry date, entry price, time. Let me go down there. So yeah, entry date, entry price, exit date, exit price, P&L, and then the amount in coins. So one of the things we talked about was adding a dollar amount here, and I realize that doesn't make any sense after the call. So just to give you a breakdown, if basically how the trading system works is if the account value was at 16,380 pre-trade, that's going to be the exact amount it is post-trade, right? Because what we're doing is we're buying in with the same amount of coins. So we hedged out at 6 and that was the account value at 6. And then we bought back in, we hedged out here and then we bought back in here, but we're still going to have the same dollar amount. So, the way to define this would be to multiply the amount of coins you had post trade by the exit price, which is here, and it should add up to, the exact same each time. So looking back, that doesn't make any sense. So I wanted to go over some of these other ones. The first one's the monthly breakdown. The monthly breakdown, I'm going to send you revised versions of these, and I'll explain why in just a second here. So this is very similar to what we had before. It starts from September 2017, and what it does is a month-by-month breakdown. So for this month, it'll be the exact same stuff that we have over on the other page for the trades. So you'll see the entry date, the entry price, exit date, exit price, the P&L for the trade, Bitcoin's pre-trade, Bitcoin's or dollar amount, and then the Bitcoin's post-trade. So this is dynamic. I set this to 10,000 because that's what you talked about, being the account values typically, or the contract sizes you sell. But this is 100% dynamic. So this spot right here is where you'd want to start on the Excel if you ever want to change the price and see what it would do. For example, if it was, 100,000, a million, anything, it will update all the numbers throughout this entire sheet. Obviously the percentages stay the same, but all of the actual P&L. So this was originally done for the fund that I was creating. So what it has on a quarterly level is a quarterly breakdown of management performance fees. So it'll have the amount earned each quarter, high water mark, the net coins earned after the high water mark, performance fees, management fees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this, and because these have fees deducted as well, you could see, like, for example, December, 3.7 coins to end the month. It made a total fee of 0.2. So then January's starting amount would be that minus the fees. So I'm going to take that out and give you just a compounded version, so it fits your business model. That shouldn't take me very long to do. If I don't have it done tonight, I'll have it to you in the morning. But then at the end of each month for this, what it does is just a quick breakdown of how that month did. So it'll have the price of the coin on the first of the month, and then the price of the coin on the last day of the month, and the P&L on that. So if Bitcoin was at 47.01 on September 1st and 43.38 on September 30th, it lost $363 that month. And then you'll have the number of trades that the system did that month on each particular coin. So this one did five trades for September. And then you'll see what the account value would have been without the trading system. So if you just invested the 10,000 at the beginning of the month, you would have 9,227 at the end of the month. With the hedging system, you would have 12,000. So then it shows the breakdown of what that is. So it was a gain of 0.7 Bitcoins. That comes to dollars of 3,043, and that's 32% gain that month. And it continues on that for each one. So then the prices carry over. So 2.2, it'll go to that price for the next month, and you'll see each month how it did, the number of trades it did for each month, where the price of Bitcoin went, and just what the system did in general. So this is one of the few losing months. Most months are winners, and that's how this one works. At the end of it, so as you can see, this here would be basically 10,000 is the amount we started with, and this is a breakdown of what the account value would be if you didn't trade the system. So in $10,000 invested on September 1st, 2017 would have gotten you 2.12 coins. The amount in Bitcoins you'd have today, if you didn't trade anything, you'd obviously have the same amount. That value would be 2.12 today in the market as of January 1st would be 7,960. So that would be a loss of 20% if you invested on September 1st. But if you ran the trading system, invested September 1st, obviously you get the same amount of coins. The amount that you would have today would be, it's actually going to be a higher number than this. So I'm going to take out all the fees and you'll be able to see it on your form. But that's the monthly breakdown, just in case you want to look at any particular month and see how it did. It's a pretty good reference for that to see, okay, oh, look, lost 17% in April, made 16% in May, made 17% in June. So, you know, you can see July broke even, but there's some months it does really great. And you'll see on some of these, when you start looking at ones other than Bitcoin, you'll see some months where it absolutely kills, and sometimes there's a long dry spell. But this will give you a good idea of the amount of trades it does per month, what the hold times are. I know that these are things that Rob had mentioned. So, you know, there's that data here. I just wanted to let you know what you're looking at, because just like this one, once you go through it, it makes sense, but it's kind of convoluted. Now, this is the exact same thing, except it does not have the fees, and it starts on January 1st. So this would be of 2018. So the year-to-date section is the same data, as you can see, but there are no fees deducted. And it's also running a straight 1-year track record. So it goes from January 1st, 2018 to January 1st, 2019. And same thing at the end. You can see, obviously, you can see it's a big difference. So it's set at 100,000, but same thing. You can change here the amount. So if you want to set that to 10,000, it will update everything accordingly. But you can see there's a huge difference from investing on September 2017 to January 1st, 2018. 10,000 will get you far less coins on January 1st, 2018.7. That value today is far less than 10,000, 72% loss if you invested January 1st. Then if you look at this, so you're looking at the system would have netted you 3.4, which is a $12,000 value as of January 1st with a P&L of 29.6%. So the value of the trading system, the value of a $10,000 investment would be at $12,000 today. But really, you know, if you look at a second number here, you can also say it's made this divided by this on a percentage level. Yeah, so you made 473% ROI on the actual coins. So I know that's kind of difficult to wrap your head around, but that's really what this system is doing, is it's netting more coins. So, you know, if you look at it and say, you know, in January 2018, the price was 14,000 per coin at the beginning of the month. So if Bitcoin returns to this price, 14,112, you can see what the value would be if you had the same amount of Bitcoins. Which would be 48,662. That would be the dollar amount if, let's say, Bitcoin returned to where it was in January, or anywhere in between, because at this point, I believe Bitcoin was at, about $3,000. So, you know, considering that that's the amount that the investment lost and you still made a gain, it's a pretty solid system. But that's the breakdown for these. Like I said, this is all the same. So it has your account values, your prices, and it's pretty straightforward once you go through it once or twice. If you have any questions on your side, just let me know. But I just wanted to include this video so it made sense when you went through it. And, you know, that way you can actually digest everything I shot out. But keep an eye out. I'll send you the monthly breakdowns, revised version. But you can look at the year to dates right now since they fit they fit the business model. They don't have the fees deducted. And yep, that's it. Hope it was helpful.